There's a question. You mind if we have a question?
No, it's just when you were talking of courage, I was just thinking, you don't get it at Walmart. So where would one tap? Where would one tap to get courage? How do we go about accessing courage? Like courage.
Can anybody translate for me?
Yeah.
Wants to know, how do you get courage? He says you can't just buy it at the corner store. Where do you get courage? That's what he wants to know.
I'm a mother. I'm a father, okay? My child is there. An animal or someone else to attack my child, okay? What do? I rush out to protect my son or my daughter, right? Where my courage come from? That I have something worth dying for. I'm willing to lay down my life for my child. My courage comes from love something more than yourself. If you say, oh, me, you cannot have courage. But you love someone more than yourself. There's something worth dying for. Love drives away all fear. And the Bible says love drives away fear. Remember? The same idea, right? You have courage because you love more than your life. The second idea is of courage come from faith, right? You will know that God will take care of you, that somewhere up there will look out for you, will protect you. Fear not, be of good courage. That's faith, that's courage. And thirdly, courage comes from by accepting that bad things is just part of life. If I don't feel a bad thing happening, I can't live anymore. So I have to accept the reality that bad thing is going to happen sometime. Love, acceptance, faith, and relationship. We're all here together. If I'm scared, I hold your hand. You give me a hand. We're all here together. That is the basis of courage. Okay?
Yeah, that's very good.
Thank you. Can I go on? Oh, we're way behind. We're way behind.
I'm not going to be long.
We're still in lesson 1.
Yeah, I'm not going to be long. The question was, sometimes people die for people they don't even know. I mean, people give their life for people they don't know. So...
That's right. Love, right?
Oh, love at the higher level.
Yeah, love.
Okay.
Brotherly love, right? No greater love than who laid out down his life for his brother. Right? No greater love than he who gave up his life for another person. Yeah. We are way behind. You guys have so many good questions, right? So this is a model. Okay. One person asked me, what's the difference between Franco and you? Franco is a psychiatrist and neuroscientist. I'm a psychologist. Okay? So I take over Franco's idea and break it down into psychological constructs and develop psychological theory that can be tested empirically. So here's my reconstruction of Franco's theory about self-transcendence. You can see I'm making it more testable. Okay. Another thing I'm different from Franco is see, Franco's followers tend to live within a system, as a system. So I tend to integrate other system as well. So in a way, broader than Frankel. Okay. So I'm saying that self-transcendence, that there are two components. There are two factor theory: seeking meaning, finding meaning, and self-transcendence. Self-transcendence has 4 different characteristics. I've developed a test to measure that. So if anyone is interested in the self-transcendence measure, you can contact me or find out from Hangout. Okay. Okay. So do you use DSM-5 in your practice? Do you? There has been a lot of criticism about DSM-4 or 5, okay? And from psychologists and from other psychiatrists. Do you know what the main basis for criticism? Do you know what the main basis for criticizing DSM-5? Yes?
Based on a medical model?
Yeah, the whole thing is based on medical model. But DSM-5 going further, okay? The problem is that many normal human struggle over suffering was listed as a disorder. You know, like grieving and relationship difficulties, the many normal human suffering are considered a disorder. This is one problem. The second problem is that we all have some kind of disorder. The only thing that you have not been diagnosed. We have the mental disorders. We all have some disorder. Okay? All disorders have not been diagnosed. People were unwilling to be diagnosed. Okay, so that doesn't make us superior to people who have been diagnosed. But more importantly is this. Okay, the absence of symptoms does not mean good mental health. Look at this slide, right? This to understand the graph. See, if you focus on symptom, you remove the symptom, you're not making this person mentally healthy. To be mentally healthy, you need something much more than the absence of symptom. You need something positive. You need meaning. You need hope. You need joy. You need relational skill. There are many other things you need to be mentally healthy. So therefore, DSM-5 medical model, if you just remove the symptom, it doesn't make you mentally healthy. Again, back to my thesis, you need both, right? You need both. You need positive psychology, and you need clinical psychology, right? Now, there are all kinds of disorders. Do we have anyone with antisocial personality here? Do we have anyone with narcissistic personality or obsessive compulsive? Is anyone here? Eh? I know one here, but I don't mention her name. Compulsive, obsessive compulsive. Okay. So we need just 4 dimensions. Okay. We mentioned earlier, many problem is a spiritual problem. Okay, caused by human evil. Okay. Now here I listed a number of psychological causes of suffering and psychopathology. Now, which one is most serious but least obvious? Which one? Do you know which one?
What was the question?
Huh?
What's the question?
They were listed here several psychological causes of suffering and psychopathy. Which one cause? Which of the causes are most common and most damaging?
I think the willful blindness.
Thank you. That's it.
Willful blindness to your own character defect says you will not grow, you will not change.
So that is the most dangerous, you know why? Willful blindness prevent you from seeing your disorder. You have disorder, but you deny it. You willfully deny it. In your psychiatry, psychology, they might have a serious disorder and malfunctioning that blindly refuse to accept, to look into their personal demon, refuse to recognize their shadow. That's a problem. That's a problem of many psychological problems. Until the problem gets so big that it destroys them. Okay?